Now, your body is always talking, but the question is, are you listening? Now, more than 3 million South Africans are living with pre-diabetes or diabetes, many unknowing. And insulin resistance often hides in plain sight, but it doesn't have to define your whole story. Now, with simple lifestyle changes, you can take back control of your health, one step, one plate, and one choice at a time, which is exactly why we brought Amanda Weber, a registered dietitian, who joins us on our couch to unpack the power of nutrition and movement in reclaiming your well-being. Welcome. Thank you so much, Amanda, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love the fact that we're talking about reclaiming, because that means that there's light at the end of the tunnel. But let's get into talking a little bit more about the key ways nutrition and the right nutrition can actually help your body respond better to insulin and then maybe even reduce resistance over time.
Absolutely. So if we take a step back, I always say know your enemies. So what we need to understand is that the food industry, and specifically the fast food industry, have got this manipulative power over us. So just to give you an idea, if we look at most fast food franchises, you will see they use the colors red and yellow all the time.
Right.
And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So we know that red stimulates the speed of what we eat. So we eat much quicker in a kind of red predominant environment. And yellow makes us impulsive. It makes us choose that extra portion of French fries and choose that ice cream. So just by understanding how they work and how they manipulate us is invaluable. We know that the food industry in general add lots of sugar, lots of fat, lots of salt, and a huge amount of preservatives to our food. So the bottom line is we have to go back to basics. We have to prepare delicious meals at home to understand what we put in the food and make healthy choices so much easier.
Yeah, that's definitely some sound advice. I think just cooking with our hands so we know what goes in and we know what goes out is the perfect way to begin. But let's talk about the big C word, carbs. Now, many people, when they see carbs, hear carbs, they get a little bit intimidated because they say, is this good for me or not? So can you maybe debunk some things around carbs, especially when it comes to, you know, just a balanced diet?
Yes.
Can they actually enjoy that without feeling deprived?
Yes,
Okay.
we need carbs. So we have to just find a balance. So remove some of the things that we know we shouldn't eat often. Often the problem is we just eat them too often. Croissants and cakes and pastries, which should be...
In one sitting.
Exactly, which should be a treat food,
Right.
now becomes a habit. So remove the ones that we know really puts a lot of pressure on that pancreas. On the other side of the coin, introduce the things that we know is so valuable for us. So the Mediterranean eating plan has always been proven to be so anti-inflammatory, to be so beneficial, and it's doable. So we find that just reducing the red meat and introducing more fish and lots more vegetables. To give you an idea, we need to eat 5 to 6 cups of vegetables a day.
Or we definitely don't meet that quota.
We don't. So it's easy things that just being aware and altering your shopping list and making sure you do eat those things is invaluable.
All right, Amanda, let's get down to it. When it comes to movement in particular, I've got to ask you, what kind of exercises really do help us burn body fat and improve insulin sensitivity, and does intensity matter?
Exercise is vital, as you said. So we know that exercise plays such an important role in many bodily functions. Exercise for me, it's not the intensity, it's the consistency. I would love people to do something every day of the week, or at least 5 times a week for half an hour. What we often see is that people overestimate what they do and we underestimate what we eat.
That's good.
And that becomes a problem because we actually think, you know, we vacuumed the house and we kind of took the dog for a stroll. But it really isn't enough. And what we also find is with older people, we find, they call it sarcopenia, and that is muscle loss. And we find that the muscle loss is often associated with the reduced cognitive function. So it is right through your life so important to combat insulin resistance, to maintain body weight, and then obviously as we get older also to maintain the mind.
So how about for somebody that's just literally starting out? What are some small but impactful and powerful ways that they can make a difference?
So I always say start easy. So meat-free Mondays works really well because we're forced to eat more vegetables then. Fishy Fridays, that could also work. And then really understanding what else we need to do to be healthy. So stress is something we have to acknowledge and address. Like I said, the food, the choices, the preparation of the food, sleeping is really important, as poor sleeping habits leads to that cortisol drive that we also do not want. And supplements, for example, anticolin that we know is so good because it optimizes blood glucose levels and it combats insulin resistance, and it has become invaluable for me treating my patients.
Incredible. I love that you said meat-free Monday, fishy Fridays. I even do a Sunday reset or a Sunday preparation for the week.
So true, because then you start your week well.
This is what I'm saying, and how you start is how you're going to end off strong as well.
Exactly.
Thank you, Amanda, for this incredible knowledge that you've given us today. I'm pretty sure people feel so inspired right now.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
It truly is inspiring to know that small, consistent changes in both movement and nutrition can help support your body and improve insulin resistance. Now, if you are concerned about your risk, please speak to a healthcare provider. And for more insight, of course, you can go ahead and visit mnilifestyle.co.za, because the journey to better health begins with understanding.